I got a little job this morning. Instead of getting my horses in, I'm going to take them out. They've been, they're hanging in the yard here. So, but I had this little horse. She had something going on with her. You can see the top of her hips there. How she's got that little bump. It was a big old, like her skin bubbled up and had a bunch of fluid in there. We pulled some fluid out of there and took some samples. I haven't heard back yet, but I don't know what's going on with her. And then these two, the sorrel horse and the little roan horse. I call that roan horse conejo. He reminds me of a jackrabbit. That's Spanish for rabbit, I guess. Anyway, these two, they need exercising. Well, they were castrated day before yesterday, afternoon, and so they need to be exercised 15, 20, half an hour a day. So I'm just going to walk all these horses back over to my place, the old place. Then I'll bring them back. It'll be good for my little horse here that I'm riding. These guys, I'll see if I can get them to pick up to a trot. My electric fence is still up over the night. I had to fix it yesterday, so that's good. So I have to put this electric fence up. Come here, dogs. Come here, Red. To keep, well, there's some, they've been overgrazing that end down there, but it was dry. It wasn't irrigated. And then my horses, the three that I ride, are on the other side over there, and I didn't want them against each other, so I just put this electric fence up to keep these horses from overgrazing that dry stuff, and then keep them away from my horses. But the deer are going through it, went through it yesterday. We'll see how that works. Now I'm just going to pick these guys up to a little trot. Taco. Get them to moving on up there. Oh, sorry about the, the hacking and gagging. I forgot I was filming. Got this dang cold. I can't get rid of it. Whoop-ah. The horse just saw the fence. We'll just try to keep him kind of trotting along there. Not get kicked. Come here, line. Don't kick me. Alright, so we'll just go back and forth here, see if I can keep them trotting. Got a couple of them loping even. That's what I like to see. Horses stringing out and going somewhere. That's how cattle ought to move. Especially out there in those hot desert days. If they just move out like a bunch of horses. There's Lady Marilyn Fortune that actually, that big roan horse, old roan horse in there, came from one of her studs, but she had limousine cattle. And she lived in big country in Miles City. Come here, Red. And she said she liked them because they just move like a horse. It's a bunch of horses. I thought that was an interesting reason to... Come here, Red. I'm not that sure that's the reason she raised limousines, but that was one of the things she liked about them. Now these are spots that I think are really beneficial with horses. You know, they're so much easier to read than cattle. I'm pretty sure cattle are doing the same thing, but we're just not reading it as good. Like they say, a sheep, they just hide their sickness. They get, you know, people say that sheep, they're either alive or dead. They're either healthy or sick, but they say that sheep are so good at hiding sickness, you just don't know when they're sick. So, like just that gate deal right there. These horses, they huddle up at that gate. It took quite a little bit to get them to go back through there, but that's good stuff to see how to get them started again, or figure out, for me, to figure out how to get them started. What to do. There's that hacking and gagging again, sorry. And it's just good to observe things. I like to see how horses move, how one starts, the others go with them. They're very observant of what the other horses are doing and seeing, and when one kind of gets spooked, it'll go through the bunch pretty quick. I don't know why they went down. Come here, Red. Red, here. Come here, Lion. They went down too soon. That's a different path than they usually take. They usually come down and go here, but one horse drew them in there, and then they all went the wrong way and made it tougher on them. It's no big deal. They made it. Good. So we'll just take them over here and turn them right back and come back again. This time I'll pick them up to a trot again. Coming out. Come here, dogs. Hey. Beautiful morning here in El Regueto, El Montaña. So this has been a nice little spot. I'll show you my corrals before I tear them down. I'm gonna tear them down the next couple days. You've probably seen them before, but I want to get a picture of them anyway before I clean up. Well, it looks like my dog's got some of the nut cutting garbage. So I really like this. Oh, it's just a sack. I like this, how this round pen kind of ties into everything. And I used to have an alley around it, and I'd like to have that again. You can exercise horses, ride colts, and elope the first time.